What's going on, you guys? It's your girl Boots. Today we're going to be talking about something that actually matters. It affects me. It affects my mom not so much. She's not that great at technology. Can you blame her? And probably affects a bunch of girls in your life. If you're a guy watching this, I really wonder how social media affects guys' self-esteems. If you're a guy and you're watching this and you watch this all the way to the end of the video, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on social media and its effects on your mental health. So, we're going to be reviewing a few photos that are on Instagram that are not the most accurate representations of these people, aka girls, because I find that girls are editing their photos way heavier than guys would. But, before I get into that, I'm not making this video because I want to drag any of these beautiful girls down. That's not the point. The point is to bring to light that a lot of these photos are heavily edited, manipulated. Their waists have been cinched using Facetune or whatever app they use. They put little gleams of light in their eyes to make it look like they have colored eyes. Or they're just straight up getting eye surgery to, I don't know, to get a bigger audience, whatever they have to do, right? That's kind of what's been going on. It's pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. But anyways, I just want to bring to light that all these expectations are very high and they're just ridiculous. I think girls really look at all these girls on social media and think, wow, how come I don't look like that? They think these girls get up out of bed. And, a lot of people, myself included, I've posted a photo where I was no makeup, and I really was wearing no makeup. However, I edited the hell out of that photo. That photo, if I would have posted it with no edit, I just don't know. I just don't know. But, so that's what we're talking about today. I'm not dragging these girls. Let me say it one more time. I'm not dragging these girls. Right now, ladies, we're living in a very good time because we're becoming aware of the fact that when you criticize another girl and you're talking down on the fact that she likes to wear heels or that she likes to wear a lot of makeup, if you're talking down on that, you're just adding to all the negativity that people put onto girls, So we need to stand together and be strong and don't talk down on each other. Don't criticize them because they like to do something that you don't think is right. Now let's get right into this video. So let me start off with my own experience on social media. I don't know how long you guys have been with me on this channel. I know a lot of you guys immigrated to my channel from China's channel. But for those of you that have been following me since I don't know, high school. I started doing social media a while ago, but only on Instagram. When I first got on social media, my first social media profile, I think, was MySpace. Do you guys remember that? MySpace? The most important thing on MySpace, I remember, was who you had as your top 5 friends, or was it 3 friends? I don't even remember. I remember that was the most important thing. Who was on yours? And who had you as their number 1 or their number 2 or their number 3. And I think that was the first kind of social media pressure that I ever felt. Because I wanted to be my best friend's number 1, but was I her number 1? And then after that, it was Facebook. And on Facebook, that was the first time being Facebook famous, social media famous, was a thing. Soon after that came Instagram. And I think that's where this whole social media thing really took a hit to our self-esteem. I am talking about myself, yes. I was fine on social media for a really long time. I was on there just to post photos of me and my friends, mostly me though, because I was modeling. Almost all the time. And then I started working with Arsenic. Oh my god, if y'all were with me during those days, crazy. It's crazy what you guys saw on Arsenic versus what would happen behind the scenes. Arsenic was interesting, to say the least. And then, so I was fine on social media. Like, my self-esteem was great. I felt beautiful. I felt confident and secure in myself and about, like, what I was doing. And then it wasn't until, like, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago where, like, my self-esteem and my confidence just, poof, disappeared. It was, like, just gone. And I don't know, it's weird. So now I have a really hard time going on like Instagram and scrolling through it because now I'm just looking at other people's lifestyles and like how they eat and how they look and like their abs, and all I think is like, why don't I have that? But it's just crazy to even think that way. Like, that sucks. So I hardly go on social media. I only go on there to post and to send like my friends stupid memes, and I have a Finsta too. Do you guys know what a Finsta is? So a Finsta is a fake Instagram, and I use it to like go and I've used my Finsta to look at like old ex-boyfriends' profiles. Yeah, Finstas are great. I also put a bunch of like personal stuff on my Finsta, and I currently have 6 followers, so it's such a safe space for me to go on. And that's funny because a lot of my friends, even my friends that don't do social media like I do, they have Finstas too, because even they feel like it really matters what they're putting on their official Instagram. Like, Instagram is crazy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure that comes with it now, and it's only gotten worse and worse. But anyways, that is me and my experience on social media. I have a hard time with it. I take breaks very often. The most valuable thing you can give to someone is your time. So when I'm spending all my time being sucked into an app on my phone, I just feel so bad about myself. Not to mention that I already was making myself feel bad by looking at all these other people's lifestyles. Now let's get right into the photos that I found that I want to just take a little second to, like, you know, talk about it. Are you ready? Again, I am not dragging these girls. That's not the point. But you know what? These photos are inaccurate, and that's fine. At the end of this video, I will show you guys how I've edited one of my photos because, you know, I edit my photos. That's the truth. I use Facetune. I try not to use Facetune. I really do, because now I just feel like fraud. I tell Loops all the time, like, Loops, I think I'm a catfish. And she's like, shut up, no you're not. But like, that's my best friend. She would never tell me that I was a catfish. But yeah, let me show you guys these photos. Okay, so this is the first girl that, you know, it's wild to me. I think that I've seen 3-year-olds that have this waist, okay? My own best friend, my Loops. I'm kind of small, you know, like if you look at me, like, I'm kind of small. I'm pretty small. I have a little bit of skin here, but like, I'm pretty small. Now Loops, she's even smaller because her bones, her ribs are very small. When you look at this photo, it almost looks like she has no ribs. Doctors will tell you that you don't need all your ribs. But that's crazy. Why would you remove the bones that are protecting your organs? Like, you need, like, if you fall, if you take a hit one day and I don't know, it's just like, what? I kind of think that she's had some ribs removed. I've worked with this girl, and you know, it's just like wild that there's so many girls commenting under her photos like, I wish I looked like this. Why do I look like me? Why can't I be her? And it's like, well, if you want to be her, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money, because I think she gets her lips done. She's had cheeks. She's gotten her nose done. She wears colored contacts. She's all fine. You know, like, do you live your life? Who else is gonna live it for you? Nobody. So you do whatever the hell you want. But don't let these girls think that what you look like is natural, because then they're gonna want to like off themselves, you know what I mean? Which is sad. Do you want to do that? This is like, you know what I mean? Are you looking at this with me? Like, she looks bomb. And see, this is the problem, that even I think she looks great. But in reality, knowing what she's paid and done to her body, I don't want to let myself say that she looks great, you know, because you can look great without looking like this, is the point. You know what I mean? Tana Mongo. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Tana, I love Tana. I love watching her videos. If I click on one video of hers, I'll watch another one just because she's so freaking entertaining and she's beautiful, stunning. She's really gorgeous. But, again, comparing the photo on the right to the photo on the left is crazy. It's mind-blowing. Because if you saw her on the left, right, and then you looked at the photo on the right, you'd say there's no way she looks like that based off of the photo on the left. Her arms are literally like the size of my arms. Her waist, like mine. I'd say her thighs were the same as mine. But if you look at her on the right, she's not like the girl on the left, but they're the same girl, just different edits. Keeping in mind that she's posing, manipulating herself to look a certain way. And this is where there's like this line between, is this Photoshop thing wrong? One, I don't think we're ever gonna stop Photoshopping our photos. In time, the pattern has been that the amount of Photoshop we use has only progressed. So why would it just stop? It's not gonna stop. The people viewing these photos and this content and these models and these influencers need to understand that this is not real. These looks are not attainable. They're not real, they're just edited. You know, like what you see in a magazine, it's edited, always. Now, keeping that in mind, like I just don't think it's ever gonna go away. We have to learn to accept it. Now, if I was to show you guys photos of me when I wasn't posing, like the way Tana isn't posing on the right, you'd think that I was maybe a catfish too. I don't know. Let me see if I could find some photos to slip into here so you guys could see me edited and me not edited. There's a difference, okay? So let me just like put them right here. Don't drag me, guys. I'm just, you know, insecure. So yeah, I edit my photos a little bit too. I cannot lie. I don't want to lie. But keeping in mind that apart from Photoshop, when you're posing for a photo, because I model, you don't look the way that you normally do. Models typically will have a hair team, a makeup team, a wardrobe stylist, and just a ton of things to complete their face and their look for the day. Not to mention that when the model is doing her job, she's modeling, like your posture is perfect. Your arms are never squished against your body to like make yourself look as lean as possible because you want to look long in photos. You're always making sure that you're standing at the perfect angle in front of the camera. It's all these things that go into how these girls look perfect in these photos. It's not effortless. I just think that we need to get over this idea that all these girls are perfect and just accept the fact that we edit our photos. So this is Alexa's friend. This is another girl who has like an itty bitty waist in her photos. But in person, honestly, she looks like she would have the tiniest waist too. Of course, it's not the same as in her edited photo, but you could tell that Alexis is a very small, petite girl. But again, her waist is not as tiny as it is in the photo, which is fine. I'm obsessed with Kristen. I'm probably not saying her name right. Kristen Hancher's face. Is that how I say it? I don't know, but I love her face. I've seen her TikToks. I get addicted. You look at this photo of her on the left. I don't know if it's with or without makeup. And then you look at this photo of her on the right. She looks different. She still looks super beautiful though. Like her face structure and her eyes, like she's gorgeous. And those brows, oh my god. Again, it's like The photo on the left is a selfie that she took of herself, and the photo on the right is one of those red carpet photos that photographers are just standing there and taking photos of you, and then they post them on like Instagram later. And you can see the differences in these photos where it's like, okay, her eyes are not gray. They are not light brown. They're just regular brown eyes like mine. Again, this is totally fine. And maybe I'm biased because I be editing my photos too, but like, you guys really think this is that crazy? I don't think so. So let's talk about bodies. Let's talk about hips and waists, okay? I don't know who this is, but she's beautiful, and she has a great body. Now, comparing the photos on the left and the right, I know exactly what she's doing to make herself look small, and I have to do that too. Let me see if I could show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Ready? This is how I would be if I was her on the photo on the right. Okay, she's not doing anything to look small or slim. She's just like walking down the beach. But on the left, this is what she's doing, okay? She's going like that. Which, I don't know if this is working on camera. But, if that didn't work, well then I'm just a fail. But, like, you guys get it, right? You arch your back, and you just literally become snatched. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, girls need to know that, what's going on here, you know? Oh, my God. I think this is the craziest thing to me. So I think you guys have all heard about this girl, Sarah. Her Instagram account is Crotchy. And she became infamous for her eye that was a different color from her other eye. And when I first heard about this, it was a girl that I was friends with on social media. And she was just getting, I could hear it in my friend's voice that she was just getting so irritated by this girl because she was attracting so much attention about like her having a different colored eye. But my friend was like, but it's fake, it's not real. And in my head, I was like, why are you tripping so hard on this girl? Like, there's so many things that people do to get attention on social media. You know, like, freaking Kim put out a sex tape. You know, it's not that crazy. But then I started seeing a lot more people get pissed off about it because she's claiming that she had a condition that gave her this different colored eye. And so I think she became a spokesperson. I may be wrong for this like campaign treating that kind of condition. And a bunch of people got really, really mad. She started out, you know, with brown eyes, I think, or green. I don't know. But then she started using contacts, right? Fine, that's fine. I see so many girls using contacts. It's whatever. But then recently, I think she underwent one of those eye surgeries where they cut your iris, make a little incision, and they stuff a color contact in your eye, like right where all the pigment is. Do you know how crazy that is? Has she not read the reviews on this surgery? I have a problem with this because she's risking her vision. She may go blind just to look a certain way. I have wanted colored eyes for such a long time. When I was in middle school, I had a phase where like I was wearing purple contacts every day. And I remember they were irritating my eyes so much that like my eyes were red. And this guy would call me cataracts. There's a company coming to the US and they've been working on trials for a really long time. And I think that if I was her, I would have waited to get the surgery where they use a laser to disrupt the pigment in your eye. I would have waited for that because then, at least then I would have a lower chance of having eye problems in the future. Whereas like, you know, if you're cutting your eyeball open and now you're sticking a foreign object in there. I'm angry for you that you would do this to yourself, you know what I mean? I'm not angry that you're posing as having this health condition. I'm angry that you would risk your health for this. What kind of example are you like putting out to the girls in the world? You know what I mean? And I guess that's really my only point of this video is to bring awareness to this because this is a problem. It's a serious problem that not enough people talk about. And I'm thankful to have you guys on YouTube because I can talk about these issues with you and some of you will listen. So that is all I have to say on, how do I say this, on Instagram versus reality. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear them. I think this stuff is so interesting to like analyze all this kind of stuff. It's like, it's interesting because it matters. And there's a lot of things on social media that don't matter. So if I can talk about this with some of y'all, it'll like make me feel whole. And like I'm like doing something, you know what I mean? But if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you guys very, very soon.